wearing my wig today, just because I'm in the mood. In this video, I'm going to talk about how it is to live with Addison's disease. Not so much about what it actually is, but I will link an article in the description so that you can check that out. But what it basically means is that my body does not produce enough of two very important hormones. One tackles stress, which is cortisol, and the other one balances out the salts in our body. So one of the main symptoms of Addison's disease is fatigue and extreme tiredness and loss of appetite and weight loss. And we usually tend to have our sodium levels or our salt levels on the lower side, so we usually crave more salt and we need more salt in our diet. And as you can probably understand, we do get more tired than what is considered normal. And the treatment for this is basically just to take replacements for these hormones for the rest of your life. You can pretty much live a normal life, but it does have some impact on our day-to-day life, which is what I'm going to talk to you about. And the thing is with me is that I have quite a few other issues as well. Like, I'm visually impaired, I have diabetes, I deal with phantom limb pain, I have quite a few other issues as well. So my being tired more than others is probably because of many other issues combined, not only the Addison's disease on its own. So that's why this is completely my personal experience, and Addison's anyway is an illness which varies a lot from person to person. So yeah, the first thing I want to talk about is actually just getting up in the morning, because for a normal body, your cortisol levels rise in the morning so that you can get up and get on with your day. But for me, it doesn't quite work like that because I don't have any production myself. I have to take my replacement as quickly as possible. The moment I open my eyes, I take my medicines so that it can start working. And it takes quite a while before I'm able to get started properly with my day. And usually it's like 10 o'clock, really speaking, until I'm fully up and going. I have to eat, I have to drink, I have to take a lot of rest in between, like showers and brushing my teeth and everything. Everything just takes a lot of time, and I'm usually very weak. I don't feel like talking much, and if anybody asks me to do anything or go anywhere before 10 o'clock in the morning, not happening. And like I said, I do get tired much faster, and so that's why I plan my days and my weeks very carefully, in the sense that I make sure that I only do one straining activity per day. So say I'm going to perform somewhere, I'm going to sing somewhere, then I will be doing as little as possible that day, because obviously I need to save up my energy for the actual performance. And I know no matter what that after the performance I'm going to be extremely exhausted and tired, and it usually takes about 2 days before I'm actually back on my feet again, but it's totally worth it, by the way. Anyways, that's one example. But if you would talk about like a normal day, if I, for example, go out shopping, then I'm done for the day. I'm not going to do anything else that day. I'm not going to be able to go for a walk or to really help out much in the kitchen, or yeah, I'm finished. And I guess it could be frustrating sometimes, but the thing is that I don't really stop myself from doing anything really that I want to do. I just pace myself. Another thing I want to talk about is in relation to my type 1 diabetes. I kind of explained this in my last video because cortisol and blood sugar have an impact on each other. It's a thin balance between trying to control your blood sugar and giving yourself enough cortisone. That is usually what is the most challenging with having diabetes and Addison's. So in any stressful situation or where your body basically is under any kind of stress, even if you're excited or nervous, normally your cortisol levels will rise. But for us, it doesn't quite work the same way, so we usually have to take extra replacements to keep going. If it's, for example, I'm gonna have an operation, or if I had an infection, or if I'm going to do an activity where I have to use a lot of energy, then I would take extra cortisol replacements. And this is kind of the same thing, like presentations and exams at school. These were really tough for me. They're really tough for me because they really drain a lot of my energy. And even just a normal school day takes a lot from me. And so usually this is a problem for me through all the years, that I was never able to actually do my homework and finish my assignments in time, because after a normal full school day, I would just be finished. I'm done. I didn't have the energy to sit down and start thinking and doing my homework, which was pretty tough because I always ended up having to do like a lot of work towards the end of the school year because the teachers didn't have enough to evaluate me on. Actually, there are quite a few different things I can talk about, but I think I'm gonna end it there, and you can ask me questions if you're interested to learn more. And like I said, there will be a link to an article in the description so that you can check it out if you want to learn more about the disease. And like I said, this is just my experience, and the fact that I'm visually impaired and I have diabetes and I have all of these other health issues also, they contribute a lot to my being tired. So I can't say that it's only because of the Addison's disease alone, but it's definitely a big part of the fact that I have a very bad appetite usually, and it's usually pretty hard for me to put on weight and things like that. And like I said, getting up in the morning, just generally speaking, it does have an impact on me. So that's why I thought it was important to talk about this as well in these introductory videos of mine. So yeah, I hope you liked the video, and like I said, just please ask me questions, and yeah, sending out all of my love, and take care of yourself. By the way, this beautiful art piece is from my sweetest and kindest friend, so shout out to you, Yula, if you're watching. Bye.